On Monday 14, opened the day with the option of Treasury bill at 9:30 GMT, and the European Index of Industrial Production at 10 GMT, with previous data of 0.8% and 0.4% of the expected data. Above this value, the markets will be driven. On Tuesday 15, is packed with news. At 8, the trade balances in Germany with previous data of 2.87. Above this rate, indicate the value of goods exported and imported. Further reading will help you make the decision to be bullish. Since the previous data, coming from the previous 4.08. At 13:30 GMT, and it will be published the Empire State Manufacturing Index, that ranks the relative level of general business conditions in New York. A level above 0.0 indicate that the improvement of conditions. Reading is a compilation of a survey of about 200 manufacturers in the state of New York. At 21:30 GMT weekly gasoline stocks. The American Petroleum Institute reports the U.S. inventory levels crude gasoline and distillate stocks. The figure shows the amount of oil, and the product is available in the display storage. The data was minus 4.96 m. It comes down from the last 4 weeks. On Wednesday 16, at 14:15 GMT, publishes the Index of Industrial Production in the USA. With previous data, from 0% to 0.6% of the expected data. Take from February 15th to 0%, so any positive development will move the markets. Mario Draghi, replacing Jean-Claude Trichet as chairman of the European Central Bank and controls interest rates in the short term, is the person who currently has more influence on the euro. Speak at a conference at 15:30 GMT. On Thursday, the important fact will be offered at 13:30 GMT, with requests for employment in the USA. The previous data was 367,000 and is expected to fall to 365,000. After 18 years of negotiations, the July 3, 2012, the Russian parliament will ratify the accession agreements to the WTO. In August, Russia will become a full member of the WTO, with 153 active members.
The nationalization of Bankia, the fourth largest bank with more weight, and measures to debug the system banking in Spain, are immoral and unacceptable measures, because they attack full constitutional rights by increasing the deterioration of living conditions of the population. Novel Michael economist wrote in a publication in the Voltaire Network, "A government with little money, that the cuts intended service of the population, clearly favoring the elite powers internal, is a copy of the strategies used in the United States. Today, the astroturfing is more fashionable than ever. And astroturfers are distributed, by all branches of politics. From the root, especially in the treetop. This situation of economic weakening, following the loss of sovereignty, the plan of economic decline, political, social and other areas of the nation, designed before the full incorporation of Spain into the sea, and supported by their various governments, received funding to eliminate the leading industry, derived from the previous regime. The financing of the Spanish Socialist Party, in the decade of the 70 and 80, by the German SPD party foundations of Willy Brandt, was molded and recreated by the CIA, to support industrial and agricultural desertification. The loss of sovereignty in the Spanish nation, is manifested in every government decision. But there is a much larger iceberg, hidden. Decisions are not made public. As happened recently with the diversion of flights of airlines that travel to Central America and the Caribbean, by American airspace, to control the passage transatlantic passengers. In some cases, block it, as has happened recently. Journalist Hernando Calvo Ospina, a resident of France, who confiscated his passport, and forced to stay at the airport of Barajas his trip to Cuba. Members of the American Embassy, being in a blacklist of dissident journalists,